Hey guys, Zulk here and welcome to Castlevania Circle of the Moon. As a kid, when I first got into playing GBA games, this was one of the first games that I had. However, the CD which I found a few months, I think it's been a few months, right? The CD which I found a few months ago, which contained a bunch of games which I'm actually using for recording these videos only had the Japanese version. I played the English version, but this is the Japanese version, and I don't know how much of these two versions are identical. I'm assuming it's pretty identical, but yeah, you never know. Also, you may be wondering what happened to Yu-Gi-Oh! Reshape of whatever the fuck? I am still working on that because I have battled that same monkey probably more than 100 times by now, and the game still won't give me a Vampire Lord or Dark Flare Knight. You remember the duel machine in that game? Sorry. Its expert mode, I noticed, has a deck similar to that of Reshape. So I decided if I can beat expert mode on that machine, and I can beat Reshape. But even after so much grinding, even after an entire week of grinding 3 hours every evening, I'm still nowhere near close enough to beat Reshape without Dark Flare Knight or Vampire Lord. So I wanted to at least give you guys something. So sorry for the 2-minute long intro. Let's start. Yeah, I can't read Japanese, so I am just going to go with what I remember actually. What should I name this? Since Fireball is the cheat code for Magician mode and Gladius is the cheat code for Fighter mode, and there were two others that were cheat codes for Hunter and Thief mode. I don't remember what those was. I think one was Crossbow or something, but I don't remember. What I want to give a proper name for Vampire Killer, which is the default mode, and in my opinion the best mode. Garlic? No. Holy water? No. Can I fit daybreak into this? I can. Daybreak. So Castlevania Circle of the Moon is known to be the most bootleg Castlevania game that's an actual Castlevania game. Like, if you read the story, it feels like it was a rip-off, but it's not. So anyway, it's 1830. This is not Dracula's Castlevania. This is some other castle in Austria. Camilla's castle, I assume, where Camilla is trying to resurrect the Lord of Darkness Dracula. I think that's what this text says. I am going to try and dub everyone's dialogue based on memory, even though I can't read a word of Japanese. Let's see how that works. This is Camilla, by the way. Camilla, at last, the time for resurrection is at hand, and I will now resurrect the Dark Lord of Demons and Vampires, Dracula. And that's Dracula, by the way. To be awake after so long. Where am I? This isn't my castle. I'm pretty sure that's not what Dracula said, but whatever. Who are you that summoned me? Master, I am Camilla. I summoned you back into life. Perfect, but I'm not at my full power yet. That's right. It's the full moon. It's almost time for a ride to restore your full power. And this is Maurice Baldwin. Stop. Yeah, there's no Belmonts here. I will not let you achieve full power. Maurice, you. You along with others, you banished me so long ago. And I shall banish you again. It would be amusing to use the beloved of my former. It would be amusing to use the soul of my former enemy to regain my full power. I have no use for children. Hugh, Nathan, Master, this is our main character, Nathan Graves. Yep, not a Belmont. And this is Hugh Baldwin, I think. Father, he's the son of Maurice Baldwin. Castlevania Circle of the Moon is said to be one of the hardest Metroidvania games. At least it's the hardest out of the 3 games released in GBA. And for good reason. To be brushed. What does Nathan say here? I forgot. Hugh, are you alright? Where are we? We need to find Master. To be brushed aside like mere children. We have to get back and save Master. Nathan, you get out of here. I will save Father on my own. You will only get in the way. I remember this part of dialogue from the English version as clear as day. I want to save Master as much as anybody. So this is Nathan, the vampire killer. I am lucky that a lot of these stuff are in English for some reason. I don't know if something is weird with the game on the CD or if this is just how the Japanese version was. I expected everything to be in Japanese and not some in English and some in Japanese. This is weird. Is my game corrupt or something? Or this is Nathan's whip, by the way. You attack with the B button, jump with the A button. L and R don't do anything right now. Select opens the map. L and R are important, but we'll get to that later. And if you hold the B button, Nathan spins his whip like this. His whip isn't even the vampire killer. I think it's the vampire killer, right? The Belmonts use. Yeah, his whip is the hunter whip, which is apparently as strong, if not stronger, than the vampire killer. Why do I say that? Because the vampire killer kills its user if you're not a Belmont. But here it looks like the hunter whip has no such issue, it seems. So yeah. Remember when I said Circle of the Moon is the most bootleg Castlevania game that's actually not a bootleg? This is the shit that I meant. These are skeleton bombers, by the way. Now, I think I know why this game is treated as being one of the hardest. Personally, mechanics-wise, I think Nathan is one of the most overpowered Castlevania protagonists there is. Like, not in terms of narratives, just in terms of mechanics. If you get the hang of him, you are unstoppable. I am not unstoppable yet. But yeah, the reason this game is so hard is because even with the RPG mechanics, everything does a ton of damage. Catacombs. Yeah, I was not expecting English here. Okay, something is wrong. Usually card drops are guaranteed, as far as I remember. Like scripted, the first 2 cards you're supposed to get, at least the first card. I did not get one of the cards where I was supposed to. It seems the randomness here is there from the start, which is bad news for me, because the DSS cards are really important. I'll explain more on the DSS mechanic later. Also, there is a problem with the, let's just say, a modded Game Boy that I'm using for recording it, where you can't actually read this is the save point, by the way, where you can't actually read what the card combos do. Normally I would look up on the internet to see. Oh, I'm fine now. Yeah, let me explain. Normally in DSS you combine cards, here Mercury and Salamander, and over here in this blank space it's supposed to say question, question, question. What that basically means is you actually have to use the card in action for it to show you what the card does. Now, because of a glitch in my modded Game Boy, it shows blank. Normally I would look online to find a way to fix this, but since I'm assuming the instructions are going to be in Japanese anyway and I can't read it regardless, I'm not going to bother. So you press the L button and you activated DSS. You get special powers, special attacks based on what card combo you have. Currently I have Mercury and Salamander, which drains 6 mana per use, yes, 6 mana per attack, to give myself a Flame Whip, which also gives me a +5 to strength, which is just a straight up increase in damage. So yeah, I am basically playing this on memory. Yeah, I just got 10 HP from that level up. And as you can see, unlike the other Metroidvania games, it emptied a chunk of my life bar. And the small HP pool, small max HP, combined with the shit ton of damage enemies do to you, is why this game is so hard. But I'm confident I can beat this game no problem. So how long am I planning on playing this, you may ask? Well, until I get into a position to actually beat Reshef. And after that, if I haven't beaten this game already by then, I'll continue playing it until I do. Now over here, there is a bunch of stuff, bunch of items you need to progress forward. So I'm actually just going to kill this skeleton bombard and move on. Now you may be wondering, why is Nathan so slow? Those are poison worms, by the way. Well, it's because you need a magic item to unlock the ability to run. And can I just say, I love how Nathan handles in this. Not right now, this part is excruciatingly painful, but after he gets the running ability, I just want to say I really like how Nathan handles in this game. Now I need to do some very careful. I couldn't dodge that, but yeah, dash boots obtained. What that basically said is you tap twice in one direction to run and you hold down that button to continue running. Now this is kind of jank. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. This mechanic is kind of jank, but I just really like how Nathan moves in this. There's a weird kind of momentum to him, a weight to his movement, and as janky as it is, I really love it. I actually love it more than a lot of other Metroidvania's running animations. Also, the number of hearts you can hold, it also increases with your level. Oh, I should not have spammed the fire whip so much. Also, this game has some really cool music, especially this one. This is probably one of the best tracks in the game. I'm going to save because I don't have to go back to running if I die. And now I'm going to stop being a coward about this game and continue moving forward. Yeah, I really like Circle of the Moon. Shame it's a bit underrated as far as Castlevania games go. Well, Metroidvania games go, that is. I think most of my commentary for this Let's Play is going to be used up in mad libbing the dialogue because I can't speak Japanese for shit. By the way, that thing is called an earth demon. It attacks you with earth. Yeah, I don't need the fire whip anymore. Boop, boop, boop. Maybe I'm just really bad at Castlevania, but everyone really likes to use the axe. I kinda dislike it. I don't know why, I just don't like using the axe. Granted, I don't like using the knife either, but the cross is awesome. I like the cross and the holy water. The stopwatch and the axe, not for me. Oh yeah, I need another item. I can't go there until I beat the third boss basically. Yeah, this is way too weak. Ouch. And I goofed. And now time for one of the best parts of Metroidvania, equipping items. Now in Metroidvania games, I've seen people who are actually experienced and good at those games really value offensive stats like strength and intelligence, though intelligence in this game is kind of jank because all it does is affect mana recovery. You use strength even when you're using magical attacks here, so there's that. But I personally like playing tanks, so I go all in on defense. You're going to see me have like the biggest defense ever in this game. It's not. Is it the best optimal way to play this very hard Castlevania game? No, I don't think it is. At least I don't know for sure, but I don't think going all in on defense is the best way to deal with this game. But I like playing that way, so I'm going to do it anyway. Cotton shirt. That's just a worse item. That's a funny thing that can happen. Sometimes you can get the leather armor before you get the cotton shirt, even though the leather armor is all round better. There's also no shop here, so you're just going to be stockpiling items. And luck, I am going to focus a bit more on luck, mainly because it determines your item drops. And in the game where your powers are random item drops, which is actually something I like, believe it or not, but I am going to focus a bit more on luck than I will on intelligence and stuff. But hey, even when I'm not focusing on intelligence, something is better than nothing. Heart max increase. Heart max increase I think is the only item that does not completely fill up the meter it's upgrading when you pick it up. Like when you pick up an HP max increase or a mana max increase, it fills up your mana and HP bars respectively. But hearts don't do that. Hearts you need to fill up the old fashioned way. It I think just gives you the amount, and I accidentally desynced my combo right there, but that's fine. Skeleton Spearman, those are, I wonder how much I remember the names. Skeleton Bomber Bat, which I killed. The bone throwing skeletons are just skeletons, and the green skin zombies were called zombies. I think I remember it right. It's, if I get names and things wrong, forgive me because it's been a while. since I played Circle of the Moon. Way back when I was like, I don't know even how young I was when I played this game last. But I beat this game like 4 times. No, 5 times. Once in Vampire Killer, once in Magician mode, once in Fighter mode, which is the mode I hated the most, once in Hunter mode. Correction, I hated Hunter mode the most, I think. No, nope. I hated Fighter mode the most. And once in Thief mode, which was fun. But my favorite is still Vampire Killer mode, even though those are technically cheat modes. I like the gameplay style of Vampire Killer the most. Maybe because I kinda like balanced characters the most, and Vampire Killer is the most balanced out of all of them. Oh, it feels so good to play this after the annoying ordeal that is Reshape of Destruction. I do already have a plan to play another game after Castlevania Circle of the Moon though, and that's Advance Wars 2. Why 2? Because the CD didn't have Advance Wars 1. By the way, those phase things, those are I think called ectoplasm or ghost. I actually don't remember. Either these are ectoplasms or ghosts. These are mudmen, I remember that much. Yeah, I can't go there without double jump or finagling my way up there. I can finagle my way up there, but I don't want to. But I guess I can show you how. Let's see, what I do is wait for it. Nope. Yeah, so basically you damage boost up there. I don't want to waste all my life points doing this, so I'm just going to stop right here. Yeah, you can finagle your way up there. Wait, do you need to? You may not actually need to. I'm just going to call them ghosts. Because again, part of doing this is mad-libbing the Japanese that I can't read. These are boneheads, by the way. The blue skull things. And I am pretty confident that I'm right in that regard. Let me... Yep. Pulling up the map also pauses the game. I know that there's... Fair warning, there's going to be some map gore here. But... I am still going to carry on. It's already been 23 minutes. Damn, when I play Reshape, 23 minutes feels like forever, and here it feels like I just got started. Huh. Well, episodes of this series are going to be a bit on the longer side. As you can see, I've already taken a lot of damage here. I should not have come here. I should have continued have gone the way I was going, because save files. Well, save points anyway. I need save points to heal myself completely. I'm also going to do a bit of a challenge run here. Nothing too fancy. I'm just not going to use an item if it's the last one I have. I'm going to keep at least one of every item that I find. For some reason I lagged a bit there. Yeah, that's the way back. I'm not going to stop myself from spamming items. No, I'm just going to make sure I always have one of every item that I get from monsters. I believe this was the first Castlevania game on the GBA. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's right. Regarding story though, this game does not have much of a story. Its story is like non-existent. So you can just focus on the gameplay. Also, can we just take a moment to gush about how cool and awesome Nathan is? I think Nathan is pretty cool. His design, I mean. Whoop. Almost got hit there. This game has an annoying thing, well, semi-annoying thing, where some enemies respawn but others don't. It is kinda annoying, but I guess you can get used to it. Also, this game does not have a bestiary, and I just got another item. This is a wristband. It gives me 145. Yeah, I'm spouting the names of these items from memory. So sometimes I will be accurate, sometimes I won't. That's just the way this is going to go. I think a good place to end this episode will be when I fight Cerberus, which is the first boss. And here's the thing, you don't get a save point right next to the first boss. You have to travel a bit of ways to get to him. Kid Me was terrified of fight of all the bosses, so those are gremlins, I think. Gargoyles are the stronger version. These are bats. Kid Me was terrified of fighting any boss at anything less than full HP. Adult Me though is a bit more confident in his ability to play this game. Even though I just got hit. Yeah, that's where I need to go after I get the double jump. That's the boss door. I am going to explore this place a bit more. Oh damn, it's the flea man. And I'm also going to go back and save because I got a bunch of stat boosting stuff and level ups, and it will be pretty annoying to lose them. Next level is 486. 1197 XP so far I've gained. Yeah, I am going to swap out the intelligence boosting stuff for a strength boosting stuff, because strength equals more damage, intelligence equals higher recovery rate, and as I gain more intelligence to level ups and stuff, it's naturally going to get higher. I will probably switch to intelligence boosters occasionally. I think I'm going the right way. I kinda forgot where the save room was. I think this is the way. Yeah, this is the way. And now let's go fight the first boss. Crack my knuckles a bit. And check my stats. 160 strength, 180 defense, 150 intelligence, 150 luck. Nice. I don't think luck is useless in this game. Even though I have no idea what the description of each weapon says, they still list how much mana use it is. So I'm still going to try and unlock the description of every weapon. Oh hey, full HP, even though I did not need it. And here we have Cerberus. Uh-oh. I could not react fast enough, but surprisingly, I took less damage than I thought I would. let me pause for a bit and sit better. I was sitting a bit funny. And do this. Get out of there. Oh. There, made it. And I messed up badly. Going to take a damage. Damage boost. Yeah, I have not been doing good against this boss. But I still won. So it's fine. I didn't take too much damage. Also, guess what? You don't automatically heal all your HP when you beat a boss. The first time I saw someone play Metroidvania and see that, well, not when I saw someone play Metroidvania, when I played another Metroidvania and saw that, yeah, I got the double jump by the way, and saw that you recover all your HP and mana when you beat a boss, blew my mind, because Castlevania does not give you that mercy. If you beat the boss with 1 health, pray that you can get to the next save point. I think going this way is actually better than going all the way back. So that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to get to the next save point. Ouch. That was unnecessary. These are mummies and those are coffins. I know, obvious, but I think that's what it says. Abyss stairway. I am going to go back and save. I don't need DSS here. I'm going to go save over here. Ouch. Yeah, I'm getting a bit reckless, honestly, because the save room is so close by. Save here, and I'm going to call it an episode here. I forgot how fun this game is. Anyway, guys, that's it for this video. If you like this video, be sure to leave a like, comment, and or subscribe. Dislike it if you hated it. I'm Zulk, and I'll see you next time.